Do you have difficulty saying no to other people? In today's video, I'll talk about two major mental blocks that stop you from saying no when you need to. And then I'll talk about a fundamental process of life which, if you understand well, will help you remove those mental blocks. Also, meet Pratyasha, who's really good at saying no, and meet Rishabh, who struggles with saying no. At the end of the video, we will see how Pratyasha easily says no where Rishabh couldn't. Let's start with the question, why are you like this? Why is it difficult for you to say no? The biggest reason is your natural personality. Your personality is made up of several traits and subtraits. If you are someone who has difficulty saying no, you are probably high on the trait agreeableness. Agreeable people are generally kind, sympathetic, cooperative, warm, and considerate. Agreeableness further has following facets: trust, straightforwardness, altruism, compliance, modesty, and tender-mindedness. If you have difficulty saying no, you are probably high on compliance, which means you are mild and cooperative in nature. During conflict, you easily agree to do what others say. Our goal is to bring you to the balanced stage. Less compliance, not zero compliance. And how can we do that? By changing your thoughts and behaviors. Which brings us to the two mental blocks that stop you from saying no, that make you comply. First one is you're concerned about others' feelings or judgments. Like, I don't want to eat her homemade Gaajar ka Halwa, but if I say no, what if I seem like I'm rejecting her hospitality? I don't want to go to his dance performance, but what if he feels I'm ignoring him? I don't have time to help them find a house for rent, but they may find it rude if I said no. And I don't want her help in the dinner preparation for house party, but how can I say no? It may seem like I'm doubting her capability, which I am, but I don't want her to know that. Essentially, you're concerned about their negative feelings or judgment. Second reason is the next level of the first one. That is fear of losing the connection or relationship. Some people are worried that if I say no to their invitation, what if they just stop asking me? What if they give up on me? If I don't hang out with them, what if they exclude me from the group? If I don't help them, what if they actually end the friendship? Like, you're constantly insecure about your position and your status, and you are afraid of losing people, so you keep saying yes and become a pushover. Time to learn the wise perspective. We now come to that fundamental process that I mentioned in the beginning. You have to understand it and make peace with it. That fundamental process is prioritization or filtering or selection. Like, all of those involve choosing one thing over something else. Our biological evolution happened through variation and selection. Our senses do constant filtering of information for us. In life, we have to constantly choose one thing instead of something else. Like, literally, if you're listening to this video, which you are, in this moment, you have prioritized this activity over everything else. Thanks for that. And for you to live a good life, you need to constantly prioritize your biggest goal, then sub-goals, then sub-sub-goals, right down to your thoughts and behaviors in a given moment. And if you do this prioritization well, the thoughts and behaviors that you engage in on a day-to-day basis will have the highest utility for you towards your biggest goals. I will discuss three levels of prioritization for today's context. First order of prioritization. You have multiple important things in life. Let's pick the top 5. Health, mental health, career, relationships, and rest, recreation. See this? In life, relationships, that is your interaction and connection with other humans, is just one among other priorities, which means to live an overall balanced life, there will be times where you will prioritize your other goals over humans in your life, and vice versa. There will be times where you won't take any call, where you won't interact with anyone, where you can't go out for a movie with friends, where you can't even attend someone's birthday party, where you can't loan money to a relative, because you have other goals of your own to think about. And that's fine. You just need to make sure that you give humans a very high importance in your life, but not at the cost of all these other things. Second order of prioritization, humans versus other humans. Within your human interaction, you then again need to prioritize. You'll prioritize some humans more than others. Your family, your boss, your house help, your two close friends are probably going to be more important than, let's say, your distant relatives, your new gym buddy, your neighbor, your problematic friend, etc. Be selective in saying no. Say no to some people more than other people. Be very, very clear in who's important to you. Allocate your yeses accordingly. Allocate your time, energy, even money towards people who are more important to you. It's actually fine to divide people in your life in circles, like first circle, second circle, third circle, according to your closeness. Third order of prioritization, even with the humans, you consciously choose who are important for you. Even in your first circle, you will have to prioritize some activities over others. For example, if my mom asks me to book a doctor's appointment for her, I'll do that on high priority. But if she asks me to visit some relative in Mumbai while I'm going there for a vacation, I might say no. If my close friend wants to meet me, I should try to say yes. But if he's asking me to drop him to the airport at 6 a.m. in the morning when I know he can just as easily book a cab and I don't want to ruin my sleep, I can say no. So here you will prioritize those activities which are genuinely necessary for others, or the ones that deepen your bond with them, or the ones that you naturally enjoy, etc. You can say no to rest of the activities. As you do this prioritization on all those levels, you will hurt others. You will lose out on some connections. Like, that's kind of the point of prioritization. Whenever you downgrade someone in importance, of course it could hurt them. Whenever you give less importance to someone's tasks, of course they can be disappointed. And if you do it consistently, you will lose out on some connections also. But it's okay if that's by choice and it's coming from a well thought out priority structure of your life. And the good part is you're going to develop deeper and more sustainable connections with people who you do prioritize. You can focus on some people a lot better now. The quality of your relationships will go up. The social aspect of your life would be fulfilled good enough. You can sleep peacefully without much regrets. One thing that I want you to just remember is that prioritizing, filtering, selection are some fundamental processes to your existence, and they involve choosing one thing over another constantly, saying yes to something, someone, saying no to something, someone. And we must make peace with this. It is happening whether we like it or not. The question is, will you decide your priorities, or the world will decide it for you? I suggest you decide it for yourself. By the way, remember to not be a hypocrite here. Remember that others are also constantly prioritizing, and someone else may downgrade you in their list, and you should not get offended. You should not take it personally. It's not against you. They have the right to choose what satisfies them more. It sure will feel like a loss, but don't hold resentment for it. A better society will be where people feel free to prioritize according to their own desires, and we mutually understand and accept it as a natural process. Conclusion: say no freely, hear no just as much freely. Now let's come to Pratyasha and Rishabh.
ले ऋषभ, गाजर का हलवा खाया?
नहीं पेट भरा हुआ है।
अरे नहीं, बहुत टेस्टी यार, खा।
अरे नहीं
थोड़ा सा ही है, लेना, बहुत अच्छा है।
यार,
ले ले,
मन नहीं है यार।
खा। प्रत्याशा, you have some too, गाजर का हलवा।
नहीं, I'm full.
It's really good, खाना।
No.
चल ठीक है।
See the difference? I'll break it down for you. Pratyasha did two important things. First, notice the casual, friendly vibe with a smile. Second, notice how she's crisp and clear. Just a simple, firm
No.
and no big explanations. Even looked away. I'm just giving you the attitude and the body language of saying no. You don't have to keep making that timid, guilty face while saying no. You can simply say,
No.
it's just smoother. And if you are someone who keeps overthinking about too many things, you can watch this video. Shridhar LifeSchool is a team of psychologists who specialize in counseling. To book sessions, go to our website shridharlifeschool.com.